This is Lilac Boots. I'm here with Frank again,
Yo,
and this week we're gonna be talking about just some quick relevant stuff, and also I'm gonna give a couple of reviews of some nice Halloween themed games towards the end. So yeah, just stick around for that. All right, first, so last time we talked, we basically were talking about the EA Saudi buyout and how everyone's just like a little worried, a little disgusted. Depends on whatever side you're on, as far as what EA is going to do from now on as far as their games. So because of the massive buyout, basically now, several of the Sim 4's biggest and most prominent creators, or Simmers as we call them, including Lilsimsie, Plumbella, and James Turner, they publicly announced that they're leaving the EA Creator Network. Basically, they just felt like there was a fundamental conflict between the values of the new ownership, which, if you don't know, is Saudi Arabia's PIF and also Jared Kushner's affinity partners, and the long-standing progressive, inclusive, and LGBTQIA plus friendly nature of the Sims community and content. Now, they basically just felt like they couldn't maintain a direct financial association with them because they felt like, I don't want to be paid by so and so to make new Sims content or fresh Sims content for them. Um, and I understand. I understand how they feel 100%. I don't think I would be able to stick around and work for. I mean, not work for, but like slightly work for EA. With this announcement. Um, what I didn't like though, I mean, well, not what I didn't like, but what I will say is though, I didn't. I wasn't a fan of the Sims dev team releasing like their statement, saying that they're gonna stick to like their values and everything, because it kind of felt like they were like sucking up and they were getting a little worried, because it's not that they just released a statement. They also said, hang on, they also said on November 4th that they're basically releasing like a whole bunch of like sorry, hang on. They said they were releasing a whole bunch of content and like quality of life fixes, which is like, well, why didn't you release that shit in the first place? Like, why did you wait until like major content creators decided to leave, and that's when you decided that you were going to start fixing stuff? Like, I like, why, what, like, that just never, like, why would you do that? Like, I don't understand. You should have fixed that a long time ago. As much as people complain about how many bugs the Sims 4 has, you would think that that's something that they would have tried to fix in the first place. um but yeah, I just don't understand why they decided to do that. They also said they had like a big base game update coming November 4th too. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
that's gonna be the Sheik's Palace update,
Probably, probably
huh?
so. I said probably,
I
probably. I mean,
mean,
they
I
yeah.
look, I don't know shit about the world of Sims because
Mhm.
that's not my wheelhouse. But
Mhm.
if the creators are stepping up to say that they're not supporting it, I respect that from them because that's one of the main ways you got to show these people, you're not with the shits. So that's dope on their part. I respect Will Simsey, James Turner, and Plumbella for doing this only. I don't know anything else about them, so this in this little bubble of a vacuum, good for them. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like I respect that. So you know, it's not like they're doing Mr. Beast nonsense, so it's okay with me. So
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I respect what the creators are doing. I just was not a fan of the Sims development team saying that they were gonna you know saying that they were gonna release that big update on the 4th. Like, that's not gonna change what happened. That's not gonna change the fact that you guys agreed to be with Saudi Arabia. I mean, it might not
yeah,
even been the developers. It could have just been the executives of EA. Like, it might have nothing to do with the developers at all. It's just, it's just a shame that I just don't like the fact that they kowtowed to this, because it's like, if you really cared about the game and about the people, you would have released these quality of life updates in the first place. Like, why, um, you know, like, why are you doing this? You know.
No,
Um.
it doesn't make sense. It could just be like, so it could just be one of those instances where like the top shareholders did a thing,
Right.
and like the Sims people were doing something completely separate from whatever was going on,
Right.
and they just unfortunately are under the bubble of, yeah, well, we got sold, so it's like, well, shit, we're still gonna do this anyway.
Mhm.
But yeah, I hope that's the case. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a goodwill thing. It's just like, well, we were doing this anyway,
Mhm.
so here you go.
Yeah.
So,
True. But also, people were saying that because of this, they're gonna start shifting their focus to other life sim games. Because there's one that's out now called Inzoi, which is okay. I tried it like 2 weeks ago. That one's
mhm,
okay. I just will say that the controls aren't as obvious as I would like them to be. I had to
right.
get like, it's not like The Sims where you kind of know how to move everything. Maybe because I've been playing The Sims for years, but I think whoever made that game should make how you control your characters a little bit more obvious because it's like a learning curve a bit. And then there's another game that's coming out in December called Paralives, which is also like The Sims, but it's the company's Canadian. Please forgive me, I forgot what the name of the company is, but that game is also similar to The Sims. And people were saying, well, they feel like those games could break basically EA's long held monopoly on the life sim genre, essentially. So, um,
Honestly, if a life sim drop, like I know there was one that they had put out like a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago, that was from older developers of The Sims
mhm,
that didn't quite take off,
mhm,
but I feel like now it'll probably gain some more traction because of this. Like, this is going to help. Like, it's kind of funny, like when you think about it. Like, okay,
mhm,
if these big evil corporations buy up the popular stuff, that
right,
gives more room. And while it's a little bit of a harder move, it gives more room to the smaller, more creative freedom developers to go in and do, like, to like usurp like the area, like the market share, so to speak. Like, yeah, you spent $55 billion on EA, but like if 2K decides to just release a football game
right,
that is not Madden because it doesn't have the NFL license, but it's literally everything else. Like,
mhm,
if and I'm gonna say this, if I was a developer
mhm,
like EA, or not EA, like 2K, and I was like, damn, everybody keeps asking for a football game, I would release an analogous game to Madden where
right,
it's like it's legally distinct for copyright purposes,
mhm,
NFL football. Like, you got instead of being in Chicago, you get a team in like Peoria, like
yeah,
the Peoria Pandas. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Instead of the
yeah,
Chicago Bears.
right,
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll take the Lancaster Hawks instead of the
right,
Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I
mhm,
mean? And
mhm,
I'll do that. Like the Lakeland, Florida Gators. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's legally distinct, very much not Madden,
mhm,
but everything about this is Madden to the core. Like, it's just it's I'm sorry, it's not NFL,
mhm,
but everything about it is NFL to the core. And
mhm,
like, it's all there, and you play it like a regular football game. You got all your modes and shit, but it's just not the NFL license. That would be enough. People go in there, create and edit players and shit, do whatever you want, upload rosters, but it's legally distinct because none of the actual teams are, you know what I mean, on the
mhm,
game.
mhm.
So, you know, that's what I would have done if I was 2K. I would develop that immediately. That would be in development, just to steal the market share. Because like, people have been clamoring for a 2K football game for years,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And the only thing that's stopping them is the official NFL license. But fuck that. Make a
Mm.
football game. Like, make your football game and just don't put NFL teams in it. People will buy
Right.
it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Um, yeah, so good luck to those creators. I hope they
Yes,
find
absolutely. I'm sorry.
it's okay. Hopefully they'll find better sponsorship or a better company to work with. Because they're really talented and it's just sad times. So next, so right now I don't want to say it's a console crisis, but it kind of sort of is. Basically, what's going on is just I wanted to talk about how the main three consoles um, of this generation just really doesn't seem like it's worth it at all. I know I shouldn't be talking because I myself have an Xbox Series X, But I didn't pay full price for it. I had an Xbox One and I just traded the shit in and paid the difference. So, so I didn't, pay full price for it. But it's just like I don't understand um the appeal anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's like maybe it's because I will say I think it's just because it's just nobody has any money. Like it's just everybody's broke and it's like all this shit is not making me want to, you know, really essentially play anything more than what I got already. Like it's just not
Right.
it's not worth it anymore. So like so the issue with each one is like so the PS5. So it's people are saying it's too expensive and also there's no exclusive, excuse me. So they Sony has this issue where they keep rehashing like they'll give you like the what's the word I'm looking for? The remastered version of games that they already released on the PS4 outside of just the price being so high, and that's a problem. And then with Xbox, the console might as well be dead because Microsoft is so focused on Game Pass, which they also increased the price of. They don't even care
There's
about
a lot
that.
of things to cover in this, but keep going.
Yeah, and Xbox, they might as well, this console might as well not even exist because I'm not even gonna I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I don't even think I've touched my Xbox Series X console in like at least a year. I'm not even joking. Like I think I used it a couple of times just to work out because I have like the actual Zumba CD, and I wanted to work out a bit, and that's what I used it for. But other than that, I really did not use my Xbox that much because one, I have a PC and I'm a computer person anyway. So yeah, I just that's the issue with that. And then it's like outside of Game Pass, it really didn't matter about buying buying full price games. And also it's not even worth the Game Pass anymore because just like we talked about the last time, they increased the price like a bunch of psychopaths, like people that got that kind of money. Then the Nintendo issue is they went and decided to start the $80 game shit, and it's just like, fam, what type of money do these people think we have? We do not have the money for an $80 game. And also with a Nintendo, let me tell you something about that Switch. That Switch, I'm sorry, but that Switch is not worth it. I got 2 reviews from 2 people that I personally know, and they said that shit is ass. And one of them actually sent me, not sent me, but one of them actually let me borrow their Steam Deck. That Steam Deck beats anything the Nintendo fucking Switch has to offer. The only thing Nintendo has to offer are their IPs. So if you're a real big fan of Pokemon, Mario, Legend of Zelda series, then yes, of course it's worth it to you. But if you're not a huge fan of either of those things, then it's like, fam, what am I doing? So those are like the 3 main problems for each of like those consoles. But it's like it's really about the money because it's like it's not worth it anymore. Like what are we doing?
So here's my take on it.
Mm-hmm.
One, the PS Pro is $750. Yes, the
Mm-hmm.
PS5 Pro. You don't have to get that. That is a choice. That
True.
is entirely an option that you don't have to buy. Argument could be made that Sony is a little shady, giving you the option for a disc-based PlayStation 5 and a digital-only PlayStation 5, and then offering a standalone disc drive you can add to your PlayStation 5 that technically costs more than if you were to just get the disc-based version. So like that's kind of a shady business practice. However,
Mm-hmm.
if you bought the digital and you want to use the disc drive, it makes sense as opposed to buying a brand new system. So I get that. I will say Xbox a couple years ago had actually said at one of the game news events that they were trying to get away from console-based stuff anyway. They had did the whole Xbox on a Roku TV thing, and they were like emphasizing on playing through Game Pass on different areas. So they gave up. Technically, they gave up the console hunt a while ago. Like they were like, okay, we can maximize our effort if we just focus on software and the Game Pass thing. So that's what they've been doing. Also, the Xbox flagship titles are on PlayStation now. So like that's a thing that happened. We have
NPC.
we now I say we like I represent Sony, but I play PlayStation. Y'all know. We got Forza, we got Gears, we're getting Halo next year, and we got the flight simulator also on PS5. So like ultimately like the console war, which never should have happened, and it's
really shouldn't have.
One of our dear friends, Kidder, made a valid point. This shouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
but it's finally I guess it's essentially over because the biggest competitors, the Microsoft, Sony, Microsoft's games are on Sony now. Everybody's playing Helldivers and shit, so everybody's happy. Like it's not a big deal. Like the other thing about that though, I will say from the console side, in a PC, you go to buy yourself, you get yourself a gaming PC, you get it today, right? Graphics card works, everything is fine. Okay, next year you have to get an upgrade to your graphics card because now it's not good enough. Graphics cards cost like $300 a pop.
Yeah. Also, don't get the newest one because their graphics cards are like cell phones, and you get the second to the latest.
You don't have to get the newest one.
Get the second to the latest one. Yeah.
And you still have to upgrade them more often. I get a console, I pay $500 once. I don't have to touch it till the next one comes out in like 6 years, which is fine, and it's still another $500. So like, I do understand the argument from PC to console, like PC versus console, PC Master Race and all that, but like, unless you have the absolute most state-of-the-artist shit, like future-proofed, there's no point in doing that because you're gonna have to constantly buy more upgrades for your PC as the games get more intense, and you know what I mean. Like, and then of course the most famous two tests for a game PC: can it run Crisis? Like, is that possible? Can it run this game at max settings? Is that a thing it can do? And then if it can't, well then you gotta get into the PC. But ultimately, it's not it just comes down to preference because now with the handheld that you mentioned, I can get PC gaming on a little box like the Steam Deck box or whatever, and I can play all the PC games on a little handheld. Granted, battery life be damned, and still have my PlayStation. But like, I know we mentioned that like some of the PlayStation exclusives are going to PC. That transfer is like a year and a half from when it's released on PlayStation. So I mean, yes, you can wait if you want, but like also you can, with the way that you could just buy a PlayStation for like $500. Well, with tariffs probably like $650, and also have a gaming PC, and then you can play it on both times. It's not impossible. You know what I mean? Like you can do both. It's just I haven't even gotten a Nintendo because Nintendo is a fool. Like
Nintendo's what?
Sorry. I don't really have much for that. Like to me, I think the Switch 2 was just a cash grab because like the Switch was fine, and I know people were like wanting an upgrade, but like, what have you done to really be like, yeah, this is exactly what we needed? Like all you did is get a bunch of third-party, more console-based games and add them to your collection.
Yeah.
You just added some power to it, and I get it, that's fine, but like, if I was already playing Cyberpunk on my PlayStation, I don't need to get a Switch 2 to play Cyberpunk again on the go. Like, because if I'm going to play Cyberpunk on a console, I will just get it on PlayStation or Xbox and play it on that, where it's been established. Like, that means already an established thing. It's been out for like 4 years on the PlayStation, so like I wouldn't go back to that. That's just a personal opinion. If you like the Switch, that's great. I just and then the $80 for a game is crazy because even Sony is still, they're only sitting at $70, and I'm most of that is like price increase because of the stupid government nonsense with the different things that cost them more money. But like, Hollow Knight was $20. So what are we doing here with these $80 games? What are y'all doing?
Right.
So, and I've talked about this, and we could probably bring it up after this segment. I'll just end it here. $80 is too much. Nintendo should go back to what they used to do best and be the family gaming console and stop trying to appease everybody else. Like that was the one thing Nintendo did great was they were the family gaming console. Like everybody had two consoles in their house when I was growing up. You had your adult console that the parents and like the older people would play, and then you had the Super Nintendo for everybody else. Like the kids would play Super Nintendo, Game Boy. Yeah, I mean you had your Mario Party, and all that stuff. And then now they're trying to muscle into the Sony area of console gaming, which is fine if you can get in there, but like. You don't need to do that. You had a niche and you carved it out, sticking your bubble. You know what I mean? Like that's, yeah. That's it.
No, I totally agree. I agree with you. It's just as far as like money wise, I honestly wasn't thinking about the children. I was really thinking about just the average person just that likes video games. Like it's just It's just really not. None of these things is worth it. Like whatever you have right now. Like, find some way to make it better. Just save your money. Save your money. Just please, because it's really not. Honestly, it's not worth it.
Yes.
All right. So that was it for the two main things I wanted to talk about. We'll be right back. And then I'll do the reviews for our nice little Halloween themed games. We'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so Frank wanted to add on a little bit to our last segment about where to properly spend your money. So go ahead, Frank.
So I don't. This isn't necessarily a console-related thing. It's just with the price of gaming going up, it's developers can drop prices at whatever they want, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever, right? You have some developers like the Hollow Knight team. They did Hollow Knight for $20 and it sold wonderfully, and everybody was happy. The new Hollow Knight. You have Helldivers 2, which was dropped by Arrowhead, and that was $40 for everybody, and everybody was happy. Even had a little $10, $10 to $20 bonus pack you can get if you wanted to, and it's available if you want to support the devs, but generally it was $40. On the flip side of that, there's the rumors that we all heard. Rockstar was supposedly dropping Grand Theft Auto 6 for like $100.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it got me. Yeah, it's a high price to pay if you think about it. But it got me thinking because the price is going to go up regardless. There are a few developers that have enough goodwill with me that if they said we're going to charge you $100 for the game, I would be okay with that. And Rockstar is honestly one of them because Grand Theft Auto 5 was amazing, online and offline. Grand Theft Auto 4 was amazing. Grand Theft Auto 3 was amazing. Max Payne was amazing. like Red Dead Redemption 2 was amazing. Like these aren't. If you go back through the game, and I skipped 2 games. I skipped Grand Theft San Andreas and Vice City. I skipped the Liberty City Stories and the Ballad of Gay Tony. Critically acclaimed DLCs. I didn't mention all the DLCs they gave us for free in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, the stuff that they've done over the years allows me to be like, you know what? I can justify giving you $100 for this game. Rockstar.
That's a very good point.
EA is not on that list. Like, it's very obviously. EA, Ubisoft, I wait for a sale for most of their stuff all the time. Like they have 90% off sales for every Assassin's Creed if you wait long enough. And that's how I've gotten Assassin's Creed Origins. That's how I got Mirage. That's how I got every Assassin's Creed that I've owned 90% off. Because y'all be fucking up. And I don't appreciate the way y'all be treating y'all customers. Like, so y'all don't get the full price. But Rockstar is one of those developers. Sucker Punch is actually one of those developers for me. They've done the Infamous series. They did the Sly Cooper series. And they did the Ghost series on PS5. Infamous and Ghost are some of my favorite games of all time. I didn't get a chance to play Sly Cooper. I just missed the boat on that, but I've heard great things about it. And the other one that is like climbing up that list, but they'll never charge that. Well, yeah, they're climbing up that list, but I gotta see what their next game does. Is Remedy Studios. Remedy's behind Alan Wake, Control, and Alan Wake 2. Right. And, so and also Max Payne.
And another game that was great too. I can't think of the name, but they had the dude from Game of Thrones. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Damn, I can't think of the name. It came out before Control. I think it was like their test run for Control, and that's when they decided to make Control because it was kind of the same mechanic. I just can't think of the damn name. It stars Bobby from X-Men and freaking what's his name from Game of Thrones. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I just can't think of the damn name.
That's the other guy from Game of Thrones. I don't know the guy from Game of Thrones you're talking about because there's a lot of guys from Game of Thrones. I know.
It's his real name is Aidan Gillian, but his character's name was Littlefinger on Game of Thrones. So it stars Bobby from X-Men and Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, and y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, and y'all know the game. I can't think of the damn name of the game.
I don't know the game that you're talking about. It's really good. I will look it up after the episode and find out.
It is worth it.
That was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But that was my 2 cents about the pricing thing. Like, some companies have earned, in my mind, some goodwill that I'll pay you $100 for your game. It's not everybody. and it took like 30 years to get there, because we're talking like for Rockstar in general, Grand Theft Auto 1, the top down drawn on like Sega and PlayStation 1 is old. So like it's fine. I get it. So like I mean, you know, it's not every company, but there are a few that have that goodwill for me. So that's, with that being said, moving on.
Yeah, actually, just want to add a tad bit to that. So, Frank did say that the exact opposite of placing your money's worth is EA. But what I will say is that another company who actually isn't, which actually isn't around anymore, did the same shit. And that company is called Lionhead Studios. And if you know Lionhead Studios, that is the company that made the Fable games. And if you know the Fable games, you know what's his name? That was the damn CEO. I think it was Peter Molyneux. Every time that man talked, he always promised shit that never happened. Oh, I swear to God. If you look up like old footage of Peter Molyneux at any E3 event or any other type of event, he'd be like, okay, we're going to have this. There's going to be a dragon. There's going to be this. Never happened. Never happened. Okay? That man was ridiculous. I hated every time he spoke. Like, just stop lying. All right, anyway. Sorry, moving on.
Nah, you're good. And also, just to point out, EA, before this, so they sold their souls to Saudi Arabia. EA was really good at, the one thing they always seemed to do well was single player games, and they went away from that. Like if the last two Jedi Survivor, Jedi Outcast, those two Star Wars games were amazing. They were really, really good. And this is someone who's like has, I don't want to say fatigue because I hate that, but I'm just sick of Star Wars for the most part because they always focus on the same fucking family.
Yes.
And that's the main reason I hate the series, because it's there's an infinite galaxy of people and y'all are stuck on the Skywalkers, and it bugged me. But because they went to Jedi Outcast and Jedi Survivor, I forget the order of the game release, but yeah, because of that, I was able to see some more of the Jedi stuff, and I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
And you know, it was an expanded universe and it was good, and then EA decided to be like, fuck everybody, and here we are. So
yeah. Also, with the Star Wars thing, I would like to announce that I'm more on Frank's side now, because the only show that you guys had that had nothing to do with the Skywalkers, you canceled, and I'm still mad about that. So, yeah.
Andor?
No. What you call it? The Acolyte.
Oh, okay.
I'm still pissed about that. I don't care. I'm still mad about that. Okay, that was a great show. I don't care. The action was tough. Listen, just, whatever. Anyway.
No, I feel you. I think that was the one that had the Sisters of the Order or whatever. That was also a reference to the stuff that was going on in the Jedi, whatever the last Jedi game was that they put out.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So, no, Andor wasn't canceled. Andor was finished. That wasn't canceled. It's finished. So, because there was literally nothing else to say, because it was the prequel to, his story in, what you call it, in the movie.
Rogue One?
Yeah. So there was literally nothing else to say. So it finished. The Andor is amazing. I didn't have a problem with that. But also, that show was still technically Skywalker adjacent, because he ends up working for, the Rebels. So it's like, that show was still Skywalker adjacent. The Acolyte didn't have anything to do with the Skywalkers, and it was amazing, but whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. So, alright. So here's, I wanted to start off with, something negative first, and then we move into positive, because this game was something that I'm pretty sure I probably reviewed this on the show years ago, because it's been years since I played this game, and no, they haven't made any changes, so my review is still 100% accurate. But if you do like a Halloween themed game that you want to try, that's not I don't know, that's not too much, I guess. Like, it's not open world, it's not like really content heavy. It's more story based, like storyline based game. So basically, the name of the game is called Tails Noir. When I played it, it was called Backbone. And basically, this is what my issue with this game is. Now, to say what the game is about is that you're playing like a I think it's a raccoon. I think so. Basically, he's a detective, and he's trying to figure out why there's certain I guess murders going around of this nightclub or whatever. Now, when you play the demo, right, it's like this beautiful hard-boiled 1940s style, like film noir type of thing. It looks like it's slightly a platformer, because you have to go to the rooftops to get into like the back of the club to figure out some shit. And it was like pixel art, which is like my favorite type of art, by the way, in video games. Like, it was just oh my god, it was just beautiful, and I loved the story, whatever. That was the demo. That demo alone made me want to buy the full game, because I thought that's exactly what I was buying. Now, let's talk about when the game released. The game released, and for the most part, it was actually exactly what you thought it was going to be, but in the last act, it literally changed, like, genres, like, out of nowhere. Like, it wasn't a detective noir type of thing. It ended up becoming some weird sci-fi existential horror type of thing, that really didn't, like, where, like, you resolving, like, the murders really didn't matter anymore. So it was like, it changed, like, the whole thing, and it was like, it felt like half the story was wasted. It didn't feel like that part of the game was, like, earned as far as, like, where the plot was going, because it's like the plot is like, it was really like one of those 1940s, like, James Cagney type of movies, and it's like, when you get to towards the end, it ended up being fucking like Alien, and it's like, well, what the hell? I mean, not that Alien's bad, it's just this has nothing to do with the other.
It wasn't the tone that you had set
right
the entire game.
Exactly.
Okay, it was a crazy tone shift.
So it turned into,
that's weird when they do that tone shift nonsense. Holy shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
It's weird when they do that tone shift nonsense, like, out of nowhere. It's strange when they do that. Like, you got me all the way down on, like, this noir kick, and I'm solving mysteries. I hear the foggy saxophone, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
going on. I got my trench coat, my hat.
Yep.
Now I'm fighting aliens. What happened here? I'm horribly unequipped. What is going on?
Right. So.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So yeah. So then, I remember after I played the game, so I just decided to finish it just to see if maybe, you know, it was one of those, hey, had a dream type of plots. It wasn't, and I just kept playing it just to finish the game, because it was like, by the time that confusion happened, it was really, like, towards the end of the game anyway. So, okay. I just finished it, and, yeah, I mean, you can replay it, because you can get different choices, and obviously there's achievements and all things like that. If you don't know, the game is on Steam. So, but yeah, it was just like, it was just weird. Like, why would y'all do that? And then, here's the thing though, they could have, if they were trying to be, like, creepy, they could have kept the initial plot line and still solved the mystery, and everybody go to jail, and it still would have been just as creepy. Like, y'all didn't have to turn it into, like, fucking some sci-fi shit. Like, not that I hate sci-fi, I love sci-fi, but it's like, it didn't match the whole game. And then also, what people were saying is, I remember after I played it, I want to say maybe like 2 months after, they changed their name to Tails Noir. It was called Backbone when I played it, but they changed it to Tails Noir, and people were saying that they feel like they just changed the name to, like, rebrand the fucking game. And it's like, well, if you wanted to rebrand the game, you can't just change the name, you have to change the content too. And it didn't. It's still the same weird ass ending. So it's like, you changing the name didn't do anything, you know? But yeah, just the initial game was really kind of fire, and I just really hated that it, like, ended like that, and, you know, it was just weird. It was like, you know what, it was like the video game version of Prisoners. If anybody's ever seen that game, I mean, watched that movie, and knows how it ends and how pissed off you were, that's basically what happened with Tails Noir. That's basically what happened. Like, if you've ever seen that movie, you know exactly what I mean. It gave you the exact same feeling towards the end. So, yeah, so that was my scathing review of Tails Noir, or formerly known as Backbone. So, alright, next. So, here's the thing. So, there's 2 games that I also wanted to mention positively that are very great, very good, and I love them both to death. I'm huge fans of the developers of both of these games, and they're absolutely worth it. Both the base game and every single DLC that it came with is absolutely worth the price. So, first, this game I had to personally play again just because of the season. It's called Graveyard Keeper. It's basically like a creepy version of Stardew Valley. It's really fun. It's really fun. Basically, the plot goes is that your main character is grocery shopping, and he ends up getting, like, hit by a car because he was looking at his phone because he got a text from his girlfriend, and he wakes up and
Ah.
and he ends up in this different world. And basically, the world is saying that he is now the new graveyard keeper. So basically, your character has to you receive bodies off of a cart. You have to bury the bodies and basically make the graveyard look nice. So what type of
Oh.
headstones you got to put there, what type of like trim you put around the body, like it's like the way they do it is it's sort of it's like a management sim. So instead of like vegetable, well, you end up growing vegetables at some point, but your whole thing isn't vegetables like with Stardew Valley. This is specifically making sure that the graveyard looks nice. You also have to make sure your church looks nice. The church that's the graveyard is surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I will say that the only maybe minor negative thing about Graveyard Keeper is that it is kind of grindy. Um, you do have to spend a lot of time getting like materials. Um, but if anybody wants any mods that will cut that half the time, you let me know. I got you. But basically, that's like the only minor negative thing about it. The DLCs were really fun. So they also the DLCs are a play on TV shows. So the first DLC where you get zombies to basically do like half the grinding for you. It's called Breaking Dead, which obviously is a play on Breaking Bad. The Tavern DLC, which was called Stranger Sins, which is a play on the show Stranger Things. Then,
Ooh.
then the next DLC, which helps with the inventory bags and also fixes a lot of the quality of life stuff, is called Game of Thrones, which is obviously a play on Game of Thrones. And they're missing one actually. There's another one, but I totally forgot what it's called. But anyway, all of the DLCs are completely worth it. Please try it. I don't know if the demo is even still there, but honestly, just buy the game. It's really worth it. It is. It's really great. Um, so next, I wanted to talk about Kingdom. So Kingdom is probably more to, if I would say maybe it's a tad bit, I guess, quote unquote scary. Neither one of these games are scary, but I would say Kingdom is probably a little bit more life risking than Graveyard Keeper, because with Kingdom, what it is a side scrolling. I want to say it's a side scrolling sort of like tower defense slash base building type of game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really quick. So basically, what you have to do is you have to defeat the greed. The greed are like these little monsters that come out and try to tear down everything in your base. So you have to
Huh.
basically build your base with like coin. It's also pixel art, which is lovely. The game is not that complicated. You basically have to just make sure your base is strong enough where they can't get in. And you also have to build up like a little army so you can kill the portal that the greed comes out of. So, but it's a
Okay.
side scrolling 2D base building type of game. It's really fun. Um, Also, with that game, there's different DLCs with that game too. So Two Crowns is really good if you want to do co-op with a friend. That's fun. There's another DLC called Deadlands where it has new campaigns. There's a Japanese themed version too. I forgot what it's called, but there's a Japanese version of it. There's a Greek version of it that also came out. Then there's what else? I'm missing something. Oh, I forgot the name of the DLC, but there's an 80s version of it. So I think they did a play on Stranger Things and basically decided to make like a Stranger Things combination with Kingdom. It's the same concept, but it's like instead of you being a king or a queen, you're like these kids on a bike and you have to still build up the base to keep the greed out. So yeah, honestly, both of those games are just great. I honestly highly recommend them. It gets 5 boots from me. 5 boots rated. 5 pairs of boots for me, and I think that both of those games are great for this current holiday. I think they're both great. So yeah, that's all I had to
Yeah.
say. um, yeah. So I mean, that was it for like all I had as far as like the reviews and everything else. As far as like what we're playing right now, I think I already said I'm basically playing Graveyard Keeper. Like that's my shit. Like I'm not gonna stop playing Graveyard Keeper, especially because it's like spooky week or month or whatever. I'm gonna keep playing Graveyard Keeper. It's not gonna stop. But yeah, go ahead, Frank. What are you playing?
I just started up Dead Space again, trying to
Okay.
get through that. I
Wait, sorry.
don't like.
Sorry,
Mhm.
quick question about Dead Space. I actually have a question about that game. So with Dead
Mhm.
Space, is it like a horror management sim? I heard it was some bit of management sim in there. Is that true?
What do you mean by management sim?
So like, is there stuff to like organize as far as like I don't explain it. Hmm.
like not inventory management, right? You mean like
Um,
a garden or some shit?
not necessarily a garden or like your inventory management, but is there like base management where like you gotta build out your base, like this room
If
is
it
so.
is, I haven't gotten to that part of the game yet.
Got it. Okay, never mind.
My beef with it and a lot of horror games is
Mhm.
ammo scarcity.
Mhm.
But like, I understand you make ammo scarcity a part of the horror.
Mm.
That's fine in a game where like one bullet can actually put down a bad guy. But if you're telling me that I have this plasma cutter and I go to shoot off a limb, but it takes more than 4 shots to shoot off a limb
Oh, that's
before I
not
can
fair.
actively kill one of these bad guys, ammo scarcity isn't my problem.
Yeah, that's not fair. Actually.
Right, like it's I get it, shoot the weak points or whatever, but like ammo scarcity isn't the problem I have here. It's you made your enemies too tough for me to actually fight them, and now I'm no longer scared. I'm just fucking frustrated because I can't fucking get past this one guy. Okay, well now what? Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, it's not. It takes away from the fear because I have to think. Well, damn, if I manage the ammo right, I can't kill these guys. Well, I'll come back in here later. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. That doesn't scare me running out of ammo. It's not a scary thing because I'll pick up a fucking piece of metal and stab you with it. Like I will
Mhm.
improvise a weapon. So like that doesn't terrify me like everybody else, but like for whatever reason it's the big deal. Anyway, trying to get through Dead Space. I'm making my way. It's going down. I beat Ghost of Yote. I
Nice.
got the platinum trophy for Ghost of Yote. That
Nice.
game was fucking incredible. 10 out of 10.
Yay.
Absolute cinema. If it does not get any game awards this year, all that shit is rigged. Fuck them. Like I cannot stress this enough. Ghost of Yote is amazing. It's graphically beautiful. The art is amazing. The music is great. The story is just fucking tops. It's perfect. I think. That's my opinion. All we need now is the new game plus mode so I can do it all over again. Um
Mhm.
since I finished that, I'm playing more Borderlands, some of the Halloween Fortnite stuff, and I downloaded Silent Hill 2. I never played that. I'm going to
Mhm.
try to get through that as well.
Mhm.
And then I re-downloaded this game called West of Dead. It is a roguelike that stars Ron Perlman
Hmm.
as a dead cowboy, and like your goal is to like get behind cover and shoot. It's almost like a twin stick shooter, but not quite.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's pretty fun. I'm having fun with it. So
Okay. Cool. Yay. All right. So, yeah, that was pretty much all I had for this week. If we don't record next week, happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you have a nice spooky day, evening, however you're gonna have it. Be safe. Check your kids' candies. Those people do way too much out here. Like, just be careful. But also have fun if you're going out that night, because Halloween this year is on a Friday, I believe. So if you're going out drinking and stuff, just be careful. I'm keeping my black ass inside because I have no money and I'm tired. so,
right.
yeah, I hope everybody has a really wonderful Halloween. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Take it easy.